Welcome, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hi, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Nina.
And I'm Yoni.
Together, we're Yonina. And we're so excited to be broadcasting this event tonight together with United Hatzalah here from our studio in Israel. And really doing this event in honor of Tu B'Av, which is essentially the Jewish holiday of love. So traditionally, this is a day in which the women of Israel would go out to the field dressed in white, and they would dance there. And it would be a place where couples would meet, and couples would form. And it was kind of romantic.
It was romantic, but it wasn't only romantic, Nina.
Mm-hmm.
It was also a day of, according to the Gemara, one of the opinions say that Tu B'Av is the day where all the tribes of Israel were allowed to come and marry within each other. Before that, every tribe had to stay within itself, which means that Tu B'Av is a day of unity, a day of unity within Am Yisrael, within a nation of Israel. And so it has that romantic side of it as couples, and also the unity side of it. And tonight
we're going to be featuring the love that exists in United Hatzalah. We're going to see some incredible couples. Did you know that out of the 6,000 medics in United Hatzalah, there are 60 couples?
I didn't.
It's really cool. I mean, we do music together, but I think saving lives together is a whole new level. So we're very excited to be here with you all. We're going to have our phone with us because we're live and we want to see your comments and hear from you. And we also want to tell you that tonight we're all about giving back love to United Hatzalah and helping them save lives by donating and supporting Hatzalah. And there's even going to be a raffle at the end of the evening. Anyone who donates throughout this evening is going to get to enter this raffle. And at the end, we're going to announce the winner with a special prize. So stay tuned.
So I think we'll start off with a song, Nina.
Definitely, yeah. Start off with a song. It's really a song that just celebrates ahava, love, because it's really an incredible thing, an incredible energy in our world. Okay.
So this is our studio.
Here we go. אחת קושרת בינינו, מרווה את שפתינו שתיקה, צובעת בעוז את ימיי הפשוטים בזריחה. אחת תופסת אותנו בן רגע בלי שנדע, מושכת אותנו עמוק אל מסע משוגע. אהבה, טל סודותייך טובלים בקדושה, עוטפת אותנו בחום ושלווה, לכל לב דואב וחופש התשובה, לוחשת בשפתך אמת פשוטה. איך את מסחררת אותנו, הופכת עולם על פניו, חובקת פירוד ומגלה שהוא כבר מאוחד. וכמו גלי הים הבוקע, גם אנו שווים זה לזו, הדרך עודנה, אך אנו שוחים באין סוף. אהבה, טל סודותייך טובלים בקדושה, עוטפת אותנו בחום ושלווה, לכל לב דואב וחופש על תשובה, לוחשת בשפתך אמת פשוטה, מים רבים לא יוכלו לכבות את האהבה, ונהרות לא ישטפו. אהבה, טל סודותייך טובלים בקדושה, עוטפת אותנו בחום ושלווה, בכל עת אוהב וחופש התשובה, לוחשת בשפתך אמת פשוטה. אהבה, אמת פשוטה. אהבה, So let's just make sure that you guys can all hear us well and everything. So you want to introduce a special couple? Yoni, should you introduce them?
Askana and Moawiyah, they're an incredible couple. Check them out. We're going to have some segments, some videos we're going to show you guys, and this is
With really some incredible couples of United Hatzalah. So this is our first.
יוצא, לא יודע מי מחכה לי בסוף המסלול. הצלתי בן אנוש, הצלתי בן אדם, ולא הצלתי יהודי, הצלתי מוסלמי, הצלתי נוצרי. לא מעניין אותי. הצלתי בן אדם שחזר לילדים שלו ולמשפחה שלו בשלום, וגרמתי להם להיות עולם ומלואו.
אנחנו הורים לשני ילדים. הילדים שלנו יודעים מהיום הראשון שהם נולדו, שאבא ואמא לפעמים יוצאים בלילה והם נשארים עם דודה שלי או עם בייביסיטר, כי אבא ואמא הולכים לעזור.
אנחנו יושבים עם הילדים, ושהם שומעים את הצפצוף באפליקציה או בבלוברד, הם ישר מבינים שזה אירוע, והוא אומר לך, ילד, זה הפעם היחידה שהוא משחרר אותי. אבא, לך, יש קריאה. מה יש? תאונת דרכים? אבא, לך, יש קריאה.
רומי צועקת, אמא, זה איחוד הצלה, אמא, זה איחוד הצלה.
נכון. אנחנו מסתכלים על הילדים שלנו ומחנכים אותם כמו שאנחנו חיים וכמו שאנחנו רואים. אני, מבחינתי, הבן שלי צריך להיות בן אדם. במה להאמין? הוא יאמין בכל דבר שיעשה טוב לאנושות.
Wow. That's really incredible. So here's another cute couple we're about to see. We actually asked different medics how they met each other. And the couple that we're about to see had the cutest answer. But also we'd love to hear from you guys, everyone who's watching us in your homes.
I'm here with my phone, so I'm reading your comments.
Let us know, how did you meet your loved one? What's your story? And maybe we'll share some of your comments. But let's see how this couple met each other.
Check out this couple.
So how did we meet? I was 3 years old. I was learning in a kindergarten in Beit Vagan in Jerusalem. And all of a sudden we heard this family moved to Israel from New York. And we're waiting to see who this girl is going to be, moving to our kindergarten, joining in. And all of a sudden we see this incredible girl comes in with blonde hair, black hair to the kindergarten. She walks in she's 3 years old. I'm there waiting for her.
I was 2, but whatever.
And I'm wearing this orange vest of United Hatzalah. So right away she's like, whoa. She focused on me and she fell in love. And that's how we got to know each other. And we saved lives together since then.
We do.
And we are together. And not only that, the next generation are saving lives with this vest.
The best vest.
Best vest, United Hatzalah. And happy to have. Ouch.
So that was the couple.
Wow. I wish we would have met in kindergarten, but there's 6 years between us, so that would have been weird. But the way that we met, actually, is we get asked a lot how we met each other. And do you want to share?
Okay. So I was actually a tour guide in Tzfat, and I took some of the kids I was guiding. I took them to a beautiful balcony in Tzfat from a place called Divnot Ulibanot, overlooking the mountains of the Galil. And
I was doing my shirt Lumi there.
yeah, and I wasn't really supposed to go in there because it's a private place. And then all of a sudden I heard someone walking up the steps, and I was like, "Oh no, they caught me." And then Nina showed up, and she was super nice. She's like,
Because
"Hey."
I was doing my national service there, my shirt Lumi. And yeah, anyways, I see this group coming up there.
Yeah, and then we got married.
No, seriously, we had like a really short conversation. It was maybe like 2-3 minutes, and basically like, "Hi, can I use the balcony?" I'm like, "Sure, fine." And then a few months later, I get this message from some guy on Facebook that I don't even know, saying, "Hi, I remember you from the balcony." Anyways, that was Yoni. So we have a lot to thank social media for. And yeah, that's our story. So let's see if we have any answers of how other people met.
Okay.
Okay.
We have here someone
we have
saying,
here someone saying that a mutual friend set them up, and she proposed. Yeah, okay.
on Erev Tu B'Av, the night of Tu B'Av.
Cool, at the Kotel 18 years ago.
18 years ago. Mazal Tov.
Mazal Tov. That's awesome, and I guess happy engagement anniversary.
Engagement anniversary. Yes.
And we have another here that says, "My computer programmer set me up with his friend." Cool, that's a good computer programmer. You never know where it might come from. I want to say also to anyone who's watching us tonight who is not yet found in a meaningful relationship, found your loved one, keep looking, guys. And no, I feel like Tu B'Av is a day of love for everyone. It's a day of praying for love. It's a day of searching for love. And it's a day for being grateful for the love that we have. So maybe we'll share with you guys actually the first song that we ever managed to write together without fighting. Songwriting together is kind of a challenge for us, but when we finally managed to write a song together without fighting over it, it was a big achievement. So it's a song that we're very much connected to. It's about kind of just trying to live our lives with kavanah. So we'll share it with you.
לאן ברח היום, הוא רק התחיל וכבר עזר.
תזכירים חיפשתי בכלל.
הכל רועש לי בפנים ובחוץ, לא להפסיק לרוץ.
ממה אתה לחוץ? שכל דקה רודפת השנייה, הופכת אהבה למטלה, נוחתת שוב בלילה במיטה.
לנו הצד לפני הקרב הבא, האם אני בדרך למנוחה ולנחלה?
רודפת אופקים, עוקפת שבילים, נותנת לו פקקים לנגן לי על העצבים.
בכל רגע שמחה, היא רק מעבר לפינה, במרחק של נשימה. אז איך זוכים לאריכות ימים, שכל רגע מכוון וממלא אותי בפנים, רוצה לחפוץ בחיים, לאהוב את הימים, לראות טוב, טוב רק טוב. עוצר ומרים מבט,
רואים יותר כשהולכים לאט,
וכמה זה פשוט להיות ולחוות ולהודות.
מפסיקה לעמוד מהצד, הרבה מונח אצלי ביד, מהחיים מפיקדון, אני לא רוצה לבזבז עוד רגע אחד.
אני יודעת השמחה, היא רק מעבר לפינה, במרחק של נשימה. אז איך זוכים לאריכות ימים, שכל רגע מכוון וממלא אותי בפנים, רוצה לחפוץ בחיים, לאהוב את הימים, לראות טוב, טוב רק טוב. אז איך זוכים לאריכות ימים, שכל רגע מכוון וממלא אותי בפנים, רוצה לחפוץ בחיים, לאהוב את הימים, לראות לראות טוב, טוב רק טוב, אז איך זוכים לאריכות ימים שכל רגע מכוון וממלא אותי בפנים רוצה לחפוץ בחיים לאהוב את הימים לראות טוב רק טוב אז איך זוכים לאריכות ימים שכל רגע מכוון וממלא אותי בפנים רוצה לחפוץ בחיים לאהוב את הימים לראות טוב רק טוב.
Wow. So really, like for us, working together is as musicians is challenging, but is also very, very powerful, very special. But maybe we should take it to the next level. What do you think? Should we also be a United Hatzalah couple? It seems
I don't
really
know.
inspiring.
Tell you the truth. I don't like blood. You know, when I was when I was in the army, so I was they used to have this thing on any drill you're doing, any targil, they would have people like lay down on the floor and say, okay, now you're injured, and then they would bring all the medics to practice on them. So a lot of times they're like, okay, you lay down on the floor, and I would like lay there, but the medic would come, I would just start running when he had the needle in his hand. I'm like, oh! And I ran away, and so they never touched me, and I'm going to stick with the music. Okay. So we're not going to do that. But
alrighty.
these people that do this are
It's very
amazing, and that's why we should donate to them.
Exactly.
So that they could save more lives. That's what we're here for tonight.
And for whoever wants the link to donations, it's israelrescue.org/Tu B'Av for love.
Say that again.
israelrescue.org/Tu B'Av for love. Guys, it's really just an incredible organization and a chance to help United Hatzalah save lives. So with that in mind, we're going to introduce the next United Hatzalah couple, a very sweet couple called Miri and Yossi from Eilat.
יש לנו ילד אחד משותף, חיכינו לו הרבה שנים, 7.5 שנים של המתנה, ציפייה, תפילות וטיפולים. ברוך השם זכינו לנסיך הקטן שלנו.
בדרך כלל אנחנו לא יוצאים ביחד, או אני או היא, תלוי אם המקרה קרוב, מקרה רחוק. קיבלנו מקרה על לידה.
יצאנו ביחד וממש התלבטתי אם לעלות למקרה, כי בדיוק הייתי אחרי החזרה של שימי. אמרתי לו, וואי, אני ממש מפחדת לעלות למקרה הזה. אז באמת אני זוכרת שירדתי עם דמעות בעיניים ואמרתי, הקדוש ברוך הוא בזכות הטיפול הזה, אז שיהיה לי הצלחה בטיפול, ובאמת ברוך השם, הטיפול הזה, אחרי הרבה טיפולים כושלים, הטיפול הזה הצליח. ברוך השם.
Wow. So just a few more couple stories of how people met.
Wait, just I have to say that was very, very miragesh.
Yeah, mamash. Totally. Okay, so we have here from Andred on YouTube. I met my husband at a friend's surprise birthday party. We spoke for a bit, and then he followed me to the elevator and asked me for my number. Good for him. That's awesome. If you guys are at a party and you see someone that you like, go ask for their number.
But not in a creepy way.
Not in a creepy way. You can do it in a nice way. Okay, somebody else wrote, they lived on the same street but ended up meeting through the internet. I'm telling you guys, the internet does amazing things. That's crazy.
Also not in a creepy way.
It all depends on your kavana. Back to Rega Mechuvan. Everything can be done in an awesome way. So back to United Hatzalah. I've always wondered how they managed to pay for all their costs. Because, I mean, on one hand, all the medics are volunteers, but everything else costs money. And there's expenses of transportation, logistics, the offices, and just the list goes on and on.
Oh, I see them driving those scooters all over the place, and I'm like, okay, that's a lot of money right there.
So United Hatzalah does get some of the money from the government, but most of it comes from fundraising. And Ellie has been the main fundraiser. for years. But after what he just went through, he really needs to take a break from the traveling, which is where you all come into the picture, all of you who are watching us now.
So yeah, it's very simple. I'll be very straightforward. There's the link. What's the link, Nina?
IsraelRescue.org/2bev for love.
Wait, slow. They're taking.
Okay.
IsraelRescue.
IsraelRescue.org/2bev for love. This is your chance to donate. It's an incredible cause.
Every time you press that button and you donate some whatever you do, that money is going for saving lives.
It's true.
Okay.
It's incredible.
I think I
and
got our
also,
point. Yeah.
yes, I think we've been very clear. I also want to remind you all about the raffle. In case, saving lives isn't important enough, there's also a raffle.
This is fun. This is fun.
Totally. So, the raffle. You go.
They say that tonight's Tu B'Av, so to get ready.
We're even going to be drinking some wine here tonight.
I think
later
Nina
on.
drank too much wine.
I did not start drinking it. Okay. So yeah, at the end of the evening, we're going to announce. Here's another amazing story about a couple. We actually saw this video, and we couldn't believe it. The couple actually raced together to save the lives of a woman in front of her husband and children. So really incredible, very inspiring. So let's watch it together.
הלכנו באפריל בחול המועד פסח, הלכנו אז כל המשפחה לפארק הקופים, לטייל קצת. החניתי את האוטו והתחלתי ללכת לכיוון הכניסה, כשבפתע פתאום שמעתי בום חזק.
We were on our way out of the monkey park, we were in the car together and there was a lot of traffic, cars couldn't come in or out, and my wife Leah, she went out the car to try and direct the traffic. She was in front of the car. Suddenly, the car that was facing us accelerated directly at us and pinned her between our car and that car.
והדבר הראשון שראיתי אותה על הרצפה, מדממת, בעורק הפמורלי בעצם ברגל, דיממה שם כמות מאוד מאוד גדולה.
אני רצתי לאוטו להביא את הציוד, הגעתי עם הציוד, גבריאל הניח עליה את הקט, ובעצם יכלנו להמשיך בטיפול מציל חיים.
כמובן שגם המשכנו תוך כדי לתת גם טיפול סיוע נפשי גם לילדים באותו רגע שגם חוו את התאונה באוטו.
I do remember then somebody taking control. I didn't see his face. I remember somebody removing my clothes and telling me to calm down and everything was going to be okay, and I trusted that whatever was going on was the right thing.
Gabriel arrived on the scene, it seemed within seconds. I remember him straight away being there. I remember him having his bag with equipment with him, and I just couldn't understand or believe that he was there. It was just incredible that he was there straight away, and I just didn't understand where he'd come from, who had called him.
I spent a total of about 3 months in hospital, away from my family. I had 5 surgeries, numerous procedures under different anesthetics and things. I'm still undergoing physiotherapy and various treatments and doctor's checkups and visits, and there's still a long way to go. But I'm so thankful that Gabriel was there and that he knew what to do, and he saved my leg and he saved my life, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't him.
I want to say thank you to both of you for being there for us, for saving Leah. You helped me immensely with the children, with the situation, and if you had not been there on the scene at that time, if you had not given that life-saving treatment when you did, then it would have been a completely different story. It could have been a completely different story, and we don't know if we would be here today. Thank you. So thank you so much.
Wow. It makes me think how much, being at the right place at the right time and such siyata dishmaya, but also how much as people, we can really...
No, the fact that he was walking around with it in his bag.
I know, it's incredible.
Like always ready to help.
It's like the perfect combination of like siyata dishmaya, like God's help, but also like our human, like us trying our
Needs.
best to really just be there for other people. and to save other people. It's mamash incredible.
So, for all you couples or people sitting at home right now and thinking to themselves, how could we celebrate Tu B'Av, especially if maybe some of you are in quarantine
Or, you just can't go out.
because all the restaurants are closed, right? So, what could we do? And I think I have the guy for us. He's a wine expert, and that's what we need for a good date. You need some good wine.
So we want to introduce Joshua Greenstein. He is the Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing and Wine Expert for Israel Wine Producers Association.
That's a serious wine dude.
Yeah. And he's going to teach and advise us with some really cool tips about how to just have a good evening with some wine. So we want to invite you all in your homes to get a glass of wine and just open it, sit down, and let's get ready to go.
And while you're getting that glass of wine, we're going to move over to Zoom, and we're going to say hello to Joshua Greenstein. So 1 second, we're going to go over to Zoom now. Hello, Joshua. Joshua, do you hear us?
Guys, how are you?
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Mamash.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you here because that we're in the middle of our Tu B'Av event, and we were thinking, for all the couples sitting at home, how could we, how could people, a lot of people are in quarantine, just couples, whatever it is, how could they experience a nice, quiet night, romantic night, Tu B'Av? What could they do? What
What's
wine?
your advice for
What's your
us?
advice?
So, most people go out and get, some flowers or something nice. I bring my wife home a bottle of rosé. It's just like roses. She's very happy, and I'm happy too. So, rosé is also a very popular thing right now. It's really a growing category. It's probably the fastest growing category in the wine world. And everyone's trying fun, fresh rosés all the time now. Served very cold.
So,
Cool.
Nina, that's a problem.
Good to know. Yeah.
I didn't bring you a rosé.
You are not prepared.
I did bring. I wanted to show you. I
Get with the
got
program,
prepared
Yoni.
for this. I brought. I don't know if you could see. I brought Merlot. I mean, I
From
know
the Galil,
from the Galil.
which we like.
Josh, I think you don't have wine. It makes sense. I mean, you're sitting in a car, and just I understand you're in the car because there's a crazy power out in New York right now.
Yeah, we lost some power last night, and the car has air conditioning, and so we're here talking to you guys.
Wow, it's
awesome.
crazy. Okay, well, thank you for
So
joining us.
no drinking
So
and
we're gonna-
driving, but we're gonna do a l'chaim together right now.
We're gonna drink for both of us, for all of us. So what do those who only have a Merlot do? Since we actually
what?
like Merlot.
What's beautiful about wine is it's a lot like a relationship. It evolves, and you talk about it, and it gives something to talk about. So in this situation, Yoni, why don't you tell us what you're drinking? What do you have in your glass right now?
So I have a Merlot, a Galil Merlot.
You want to give it a taste?
I'll give it a taste. I'll do a bracha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri gafen.
Amen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim, l'chaim.
Happy to B'Av,
Okay, so
everyone.
how do I do a tasting? What do I do?
So we'll give it a little swirl of the wine glass. Give it a little smell.
Swirling it right now.
There you go. Look at it. Make sure it's a red wine because you said Merlot, right?
It is. It's red. It's dry.
Okay, so
That
we got
much
that
we
part
know.
down. And what are you tasting? What are you tasting in there? Maybe give me a little bit of what you're pulling out of that wine.
I would say I'm tasting a very fruity wine. Very deep.
Maybe berries? Berries? Anyone?
Tastes berry. I'm
Yeah.
tasting, tastes even a little bit like a jam.
There we go. So this
Am
is
I
the
good at
beautiful
this?
part of it.
Josh, is this good?
You got it. And that's what makes it fun. Like when you're on a date and you're sitting there and you've been quarantined and locked up for so long and you don't know what to talk about, open a bottle of wine and dive into the wine. And you can find new conversations in that bottle of wine.
And just make things up, get creative.
I think I actually taste the fruits. I'm very professional. So Josh, just a question. I saw, you're like a Israel expert to wines. That's what you do, right? What does that mean? What wines do you deal with?
So I'm responsible for bringing in about 90% of the wine that's imported from Israel to the U.S. I'm bringing it in to,
Wow.
and I'm running around the U.S. promoting the good, the fun, the positive things coming out of Israel. In this
Kol
situation, it's
hakavod.
wine. Yeah, and what I tell people every day is, listen, no matter where you live in the world, and you walk into a restaurant or you walk into a store, and they don't have Israeli wine, that's okay. because you guys can do your part and walk up and say, hey, do you have any Israeli wine? And next time you come in there, hopefully you'll see something in the store, and you'll let the customers and everybody know that Israeli wine does exist, and they've been making really good wine for about 5,000 years.
Wow. Josh,
Amazing.
thank you for doing so much for Israel. It's such a beautiful thing.
Mamash.
And I want to wish you a l'chaim.
And give it maybe a l'chaim to everybody watching with us.
Everyone, you
at
could
home.
raise your glass.
Happy
Do a
Tu
l'chaim
B'Av.
together. Happy Tu B'Av. The
Thank
holiday
you.
of love.
Mamash.
L'chaim.
Thank you, Joshua,
L'chaim,
for
guys.
being
Enjoy.
with us. Toda rabah. We're going to move on to our next couple. We have a really exciting couple
Thank
coming
you
up.
so much, Joshua.
Thanks. Keep opening new wines, guys.
Toda.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We are married almost 20 years. We have 4 kids.
I was working on the ambulances back in the day, and one day I drove into Shaare Tzedek Hospital in Jerusalem. I see the cutest and most beautiful Shirut Leumi girl. And I turned to my colleague, to a good friend of mine, I turned to him and say, she's it. That's it. I gotta get a date with her. Regarding going out and running calls together, so I would say that the times we run calls together is more when we're going out or traveling together and we get a call, so we'll respond and go out together.
יש דברים מסוימים שצריך להקריב בשביל זה. זה כמובן לפעמים יבוא על חשבון, זה מצמצם את זמן המשפחה או את הזמן שלנו ביחד. אני חושבת שלמרות הכל, אנחנו מצליחים להרגיש שאנחנו ביחד ולהרגיש שאנחנו יוניט כזה, ממש...
We're the Mazel United Hatzalah Unit.
כן, ממש.
Wow. Should we sing another song?
Yeah, let's sing. Having some issues here with my earrings. I'm gonna leave. When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold, and just like the moon stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? 'Cause I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, still looking up. And when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you'll find.
'Cause even the stars,
They burn,
some even fall to the earth. We've got a lot
to learn, but God knows we're worth it. Knows we're worth it.
I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough.
I'm giving you
all my love. Still looking up, still looking up.
I want to say something for a moment. I feel like these days with COVID, Corona, can be also challenging for relationships with stress and being together a lot. Maybe some of you will relate. And I want to dedicate this song to us, to all the couples who don't give up. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on relationships. When it's easy, when it's smooth, and when it's hard. And just keep believing in love. Wow. So this evening really is so special and meaningful, and there's so many incredible stories here. And I almost feels like you could write a book with all the incredible stories of these couples, these United Hatzalah couples. So we gathered here for just a few more stories, in short, just to really showcase the incredible diversity in United Hatzalah. So let's check it out.
And remind you guys that this whole evening, whoever joined now also, is all about
Giving back love.
giving back love to United Hatzalah and helping save lives by giving them money.
By donating at israelrescue.org
I'm too
/
straightforward.
Tu B'Av
Why
for
you
love.
don't like that?
You're great. You're great.
Okay, so let's see some more of these couples.
We married.
For 6 years now. We have 2 kids. While we were dating, a lot of our dates would end up either on calls or talking about calls that we were on. That was a lot of the process of our dating. Before kids, we used to go out on calls a lot together.
This is sure experience for all the families in Ichud Hatzalah. It's simple.
שלום, אני אלבר אנקונינה מרמת מגשימים. זאת אשתי שולי אנקונינה מרמת מגשימים גם. ואנחנו אישית מגדלים פירות קיץ. יש לנו 3 ילדים, 2 בנים ובת.
אני חושב שבאיזשהו מקום זה אפילו תורם לנו כזוג לכל חוויה כזאת ביחד. באמת כל המשפחה נכנסת לזה, כל המשפחה מעורבת כשאנחנו יוצאים למקרים. אז גם הילדות בבית יודעות שיצאנו להציל חיים.
שואלות מה היה בסוף, אם החולה מרגיש טוב, אם האחיה עברה בטוב, תאונה, אם כולם בסדר ומה קרה.
I'm Dina, this is Ronnie. We're a couple and we live together in Herzliya. A year before we met, he sent me a message on Facebook. And I answered, looked at his profile and didn't like him. So I just blew him up. A year later, we met through Ichud Hatzalah. And 6 months later, we started to date. So we're almost 2 years together.
Probably take calls together every day. Get the helmets, get on the motorcycle, and take the call together. I really think that the best couples, other than being good with each other, we have common goals, like something that they're very passionate about. You see in United Hatzalah, saving lives connects Arabs, Jews, secular, Haredim. In a relationship, loving to do something so significant together is very bonding.
Wow. It's really incredible to see how much good these couples can add together to the world, and just what the power of a couple is, especially when you take it towards saving lives. So, l'chaim.
I drank mine already during the video.
It's okay. We hope you guys at home have been enjoying yourselves and are also having a l'chaim with us, either a virtual l'chaim or real l'chaim.
L'chaim, l'chaim to everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and tuning in. This evening has gone by so quickly, mamash.
Wait, Benina.
I know. I'm saying.
There's the raffle.
We're getting there. Don't get me started. Would you like to announce?
Okay.
So thank you so much to everyone who's already donated to United Hatzalah, to this incredible organization which saves lives and just does incredible things here in Israel and around the world. So thank you. Thank you for following. Thank you for listening. Thank you for choosing to spend your Tu B'Av here with us. The winner of the raffle is...
Are you ready? Drum roll.
Linda Norden.
That wasn't the drum roll.
Sorry. Drum roll.
Linda Norden. Okay. She's
so
from...
Thank you, Linda. Kol hakavod for donating. To all of you who haven't...
We will contact you, Linda. Yes. Not us, but someone from Hatzalah.
We'll be in touch with you. Thank you for donating. Kol hakavod. And to all of you who haven't yet donated, what are you waiting for? This is your chance. It's one click away. IsraelRescue.org/Tu B'Av for love.
Again, IsraelRescue.org/Tu B'Av for love.
This is your chance. And even if you don't manage to get to it at this moment, though you should, you can always donate.
Have to.
You don't
no
have
pressure.
to. You can always donate after the video, after our conclusion video. After we're done, just support it. It's an incredible organization.
So thank you everybody so much. Happy Tu B'Av. I had a good time.
I had a great time. Thank you for joining us. We want to bless...
In our studio here. We're actually home.
It's really nice. We want to bless you all with just lots of love and health and deep, meaningful relationships. May we all be healthy. May we all have the privilege to help others, to support others, to just add more good in this world. So thank
כל
you.
הכבוד to United Hatzala.
Thank you all for joining us.
Bye bye.